this area was completely saturated with joshua trees and with yuccas. And then we look back to on this side where the fire came through and you have nothing but fire scars. We call them skeletons from where the joshua trees used to be.
This area just south of Mesquite is no stranger to wildfires, with several ravaging the landscape in the new millennium. Last summer, one burned just a few hundred feet from a middle school and residential area.
We've been working, over 75 to 100 years in mitigation efforts for fire prevention across the United States. Nevada's been no different.
But while wildfires have been known to occur in the Silver State, the frequency and severity of these fires have grown.
We're seeing a lot more fire, and they're moving a lot faster than what we saw 20 years ago. We've looked at fire data, fire history data, and in the last 20 years versus the past 20 years, we've more than doubled our annual average of fire loss.
The cause for the increase is due to overstocked forests and erratic weather cycles. Wet seasons promoting growth, followed by severe drought that creates wildfire fuel. But what Nevada agencies are identifying as the largest concern is easily overlooked.
We've got these invasive annual grasses that we didn't have 30, 40, 50 years ago.
This cheatgrass has proliferated throughout southern Nevada by outcompeting native plants, flooding the ground with an ideal wildfire fuel. Shane Kelly, who has been involved in wildland fires for 15 years, says a focus of BLM's fire mitigation strategy is to create fire breaks around high-risk areas, often by processes like mastication, controlled burnings, and aerial herbicide dispersal. The goal is to limit a wildfire's access to fuel, developing a barrier that will slow their spread. Interagency partners signed into the Nevada Shared Stewardship Agreement to streamline location-based fire restrictions and promoting wildfire-safe practices.
Southern Nevada has an above-average rate of human-caused fires versus natural-caused fires. About 90% of our fires were human-caused.
Despite the spread of wildfire-friendly grasses, Kelly says it's unlikely that the Las Vegas metro could experience wildfires as intense as those in Los Angeles.
We're fortunate to have a very different fuel type around our city than LA, and the odds of something as devastating as that occurring here is extremely low. Grass versus dense, thick shrubbery like what you'd see in LA, we don't have that.
For News 3, I'm Ming Salau.